Hello there everyone, welcome back to Let's Get on the Geneforge. Been 2 weeks since I last played the game. Before I get started, I wanted to review some comments here that were left on the first video of the session when I commented that Jeff the Chef, I do believe, was the one who said that Tricky was the standard difficulty setting, so I kept it on that. Well, as it turns out, once again my YouTube audience is divisive and is giving me conflicting answers, which could entirely be truthful. Some say that normal is the default setting, and some are saying that tricky is the default setting. Like Arabolt and, of course, Jeff the Chef. It's, Also, quick save and quick load, which I might use at some point. So yeah, that's a thing. The moral of the story is that you can never trust the internet because we all have entirely truthful accounts which conflict with each other. It's crazy. Hey, let's go ahead and load. The save, I do believe, was the last one, for this was the last video. Now, when last I left off, I was playing around in a place with a Vlish, and there was this talking pet here, and we'll put this on normal. Combat's been pretty rough for us, and I certainly feel as if I've chosen to play the game in a more challenging way anyway, due to how I'm limiting myself to not having any summons, which I might continue to do, just out of sheer interest. I've always been a loner. A review of the character for myself. I'm level 8. Not that far into level 8. 52 hit points. I got some abilities. I have 6 skill points that I haven't spent. I don't know where I'll be going with those. I don't even know where I'll be going. Other than out of here. What's the encumbrance at? Encumbrance is exactly capped. So what I should consider is going to some place where I can sell the items I have acquired at profit. And I can always load up on more items as well for a few extra coins if I really cared. Which I don't. Don't think I feel particularly compelled to pinch that much. Now, as for what direction I'll be taking in the game, what is this? Okay, no items nearby. I guess it was a light source. What direction I'll be taking in the game? If anything, I'll probably side with the Obeyers. That seems to be the faction most favorable to me. Not a big fan of the Takers on account of, you know, how dangerous they are, really. It's a suicidal concept, one which I will not be a part, that's for sure. We'll go back to Valkyrie, because this place had the best prices for me. I'm not sure how many coins this gentleman here has, or whether they replenish themselves. I might have to go to one of the vendors in Elros Keep. Yeah, he has 1 gold left. He's not so much of an option for us. I might be able to, have some business with this gentleman over here. His prices are slightly expensive, but I know he's got a few coins laying around. And I might trade for some more living tools. How many of those do I have? 4. Well, I could always use more. You know, No, I bought them all. Okay, well then I can just sell my crap. So what do we have here? We have these icy crystals. I think I'll sell these. We have these javelins. I'll sell those. Gloves. We'll get rid of them too. We have a silver ring. Go ahead and sell that. Venom baton. Get rid of it. Thorn baton. Get rid of that too. Studded belt. A cloak. And just a gemstone. And I'm keeping around all these, spores and pods and things. Because, you know, those might actually be of some use to me. I also don't know how much encumbrance value they have. Perhaps not too big. So yeah, I have 931 coins. Should be able to make use out of those at some point or another. There's got to be something I'm really interested in buying. I've also been had it pointed out to me of how I've left, useful items behind, like a better armor piece here. Well, things happen. We're making do. Can't see everything in the small 800 by 600 window I'm playing in here. It's my vast monitor screen. Now, I'm not exactly sure where I planned on going next, so we'll go ahead and move here, and let me check out my quest log. Maybe I can bring up that I killed that Vlith. Maybe I can bring that up with the guys in Elrice Keep. Maybe I can get something out of that, just as a surprise. The one guy who mentioned it was somewhere over here in this direction. Swan, I think it was? They tell me about Warp, I think? Then you slew it. I think there's this thing goes, okay. I like how the dialogue updates itself to reflect my actions in the world. I think that's a nice feature of the game. That's something which modern games do lack. No. I'm sure I'll get that awesome wand of utter annihilation and chaos at some point in time. Just not now. We'll go ahead and poke the head out, and I reckon I'll head up to Crag Valley. See what kind of trouble I can get into. Which is where I was at anyway. Oh! Okay. I actually needed to stay in Valkyrie anyway to actually turn in this quest. Well, shit. I guess I'm gonna come back here then. I thought I was done in this land. My apologies for forgetting. Also, I'm going to move my window a bit. There we go. Readjust my body all noisy like due to the sensitivity of this microphone. Professionalism at its finest. Let's see here. The generator has been destroyed. This one was more powerful than the other. I suspected as much. You have done good for us, Shaper. It is not enough to make up for all these years of neglect, but as a start, you should go east now. We are scared, Shaper. Horrible forest servers are working to defend my pride and rescue for others. Please find out what's happening. So there's nothing else for me to do here? Not yet, but soon I fear the angels will return. And before they do, you can solve the mystery because we can't. We haven't yet the strength. Okay. Well, got 25 experience points for doing that quest. And I do believe that takes care of that. Obviously, the main quest is to get off Susia Island. We also have this concept of killing Elra for the Takers, which sounds like a horrible idea. Pixley can be found in Penthol. Okay. Let's go ahead and go then. Again. Yes, nom nom. Our nice little relaxing, peaceful game of Geneforge, where we forge genes together. Yes, that happens. I'll pop back up to Crag Valley here, hit the F10 key to quickly save the game. Game wants to remind me of that functionality, it seems. I do believe I mapped out all of this. So, I guess there's actually no point in me being directly here. And now it's up to me to determine which location I would go to next. I guess I'll go to the Thorny Fen. And we'll clear this out. And remember my hotkey, and you are a roamer, straight up. You're also dead. Wow, that's a lot of damage. I could probably just use the Fireball for these guys. It's something I might very well have concluded the end of last session. You notice that this bush has some large thorns growing out of it. Thorn batons are one of the preferred weapons of shapers of all sorts. The batons themselves are living things, extremely long-lived animals nestled in a metal frame. The thorns they fire are grown on bushes much like this one. These plants are very hardy, they grow thorns at a good rate, and they are in general an excellent example of shaper biological engineering. Search a bush for thorns, use it. Some thorns fall out. Okay, well, you've decided to say hello. Good, I can actually finish you off. Fantastic. So I got some thorns, which I guess I can sell, unless I need to press the G key to pick them up and get some acid thorns. How about that, everyone? Looks like I can't cross within that. I could probably pick up even more thorns, though, which, you know, I don't think I need to do on account of me not using a thorn baton. It's just not a weapon I'm needed. I mean, sure, I've got some ranged weapon skill, but I have a pretty powerful range weapon in the form of my spells. So I don't want to emphasize that too much. That is frustrating to do that. Well, maybe a confirmation for moving or something. It's just such a massive and sudden transition from non-combat to combat. You know, it doesn't give you, like, any sort of click delay. It's just, bam, combat. And then all of a sudden, all the moves that you were going to do, you're just clicking about in non-combat, just suddenly apply into a combat situation, can really get you killed. And I can't say I'm too big of a fan of that feature. Okay. Yep. That didn't go so well for you. Oh, there was another one. Any others? Sure are. Let's go ahead and move away from you, just so I can incinerate you. No other challengers. Good. Good, good, good. Try to use my hotkeys here more. We'll light these roamers on fire for 10 experience points. They are kind of in the way anyway, a little bit inconvenient. So it does behoove me to get rid of them. You know, only a minor inconvenience to do so. Looks like we have a poor fallen servile there. With a hatchet. We got some thorns, and we have bags of meal. This might restore some basic hit points. Not really. I'd rather just drop those then. Not of use to me, I don't think. Maybe worth a few coins, but it's okay. Just pick up these thorns since they're here. Anyone else? Nope. Good. Besides, clearing out this area does allow me to quick travel through here later. Gotta get hit. Maybe not. Oh yes, I've attracted all sorts of fun games with my stupid charge. My misclick. Also need 5 AP to do a turn. So if you do something which gets you 10 AP, you can actually take 2 actions within a turn. Did not actually kill you. Huh. Well, have at you. You knave. Just a roamer. I'm calling it a knave. All sorts of other things. What's over here this way? We have the Pinthel Woods. Well, I'm not done here yet, that's for sure. Also looked like this place is now in green. You hear a shout of alarm. You look and see in the northeast corner of this grove a servile. She has been backed against the tree by a rogue roamer. If you don't act soon, she may be in mortal danger. Save game. We'll call this what it is. There we go. Took care of that. Sleet. The servile is wounded, but not badly. She seems eager to leave to the east. However, she stops to talk with you before she goes. A shaper! I had never dreamed that one of your kind would descend to help someone as lowly as me. I am called Sleet of Pinto. Why are you out here? I am a scout. I have a skill for evading the rogue creations that plague us. Well, I usually do. Sometimes I am trapped and must fight, but it's a risk I must take to keep Pinto informed. How can I reach Pinto? You can go north to the Hills of Jars and then east, but be warned that a variety of ambushes and mechanical traps will await you. Machinery and diplomacy are not your forte. You should go east of the Pinto Woods, and then north. Be prepared, though. You will need to fight your way in. Interesting. Will I be greeted in Pinto? Oh, yes. More than any on this island, we welcome the Shapers and give them the reverence they deserve. What else would you like, Shaper? What dangers are in this area? I know best of the roamers in this area and the rogue flesh to the east. Tell me about this area. You have probably seen this for yourself. The roamers here have been given a strange animal cunning. They stalk their foes carefully, waiting until a vulnerable moment to strike. It is very interesting. We are trying to figure out who could give the roamers such cunning. What awaits me in the Pinto Woods? Vlish, a number of them, and they have the communicative powers of Vlish. Be warned. If you attack one, kill it quickly. Otherwise, it will call its fellows to aid it. How can I get through? I have the best luck getting through there by staying near the edges of the woods, especially the south and east. Okay. Can you assist me? Oh, of course, Shaper. How could I have been so clumsy as to forget to aid you? She seems genuinely sad. She carefully hands you a pair of stones. Okay, you may go. Thank you, Shaper. Well, she gave me a pair of stones. That's actually, useful. Ah, I approve of that. Go do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna fight you. After all, I did save you and all. And you gave me stones. You gave me the tribute that is demanded by someone of my stature and power. Now look. Oh, damn. Now you decide to run from me? Make up your mind, man. It's like he misses me, I miss it, and it's like, maybe I should run with my life. Oh, that's pretty far. Ah, it's too far even for Seer. Well, okay. Get a little bit closer. Still too far. A little bit closer. There we go. Whoops! So I've decided to kill you. Just another day at the job. Another day at the office. Nice. Anything on these rumors? Did not think so. Not surprised. And I guess I could pick up more thorns. I reckon. Since I'm in the area, I'm not gonna go out of my way to pick up too many of them, though. Not anymore. Let's just firebolt you. Good. Do 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 do. Dun dun dun. Gotta add my own music to the game, Since there's not any beyond the title screen. That's fine. It's better to focus more on game features and quality and playability. Would rather have no music than bad music. Ooh. Unlocked by 1. Alright, might actually make some use out of that. Ability. Eventually. It could happen. Oh. Alright. Silver ring, bronze sword, and 2 icy crystals. There's also a thorn baton there. Unfortunately, not an armor upgrade. But maybe we can buy some new armor. In Pintoland. In Pintoland? Yes. Pintoland. Well, looks like we mopped out this entire area. Up here is another way to access the Hills of Jars. And then Pinto Woods, the Hills of Jars route was recommended to me if I have diplomacy and mechanic skill, which I do have. I'm not sure how much is needed, but I do have some. So, let's go see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. Here in the Hills of Jars. See if these jars have anything. Just trash. Vegetable. And vegetable. Nah, we'll eat the vegetables there. After several hours winding your way through narrow, barren valleys, you enter a narrow tunnel. The stone has been worn by the feet of many serviles and must travel along this route frequently, perhaps carrying goods. To head farther in this direction, however, you must pass through this underground complex. Though many have come through here before you, it is now curiously silent and dust covers the tracks. Perhaps something has blocked this route off. Okay. Grab a swig there of my IBC Black Cherry Root Beer. What we got here? Alright, well, I have 4 living tools. It's only, well, let's go ahead and see if this, okay, yeah! Alright. I'm gonna head this way first, just on account of, well, I want to, I suppose, map out the way to the place where I had once been. Nice. Actually getting use out of that now. It's very nice. This device is what is known as a spore switch. When the handle at the top is twisted in just the right way, it releases spores into the air. When twisted back, it releases a different sort of spore. Using one of these devices can be tricky. The spores are generally shaped to have some sort of effect on nearby shaper creations. Shapers use these devices as control mechanisms for their simpler, dumber creations, like, say, mines or turrets. To flip the switch, use this object again. I don't know how far of an effect those spores have. Maybe there were mines or turrets that were gonna give me a problem. And now they won't. I can hope and dream, right? Shackles. Trash? Trash. Okay. Well, let's leave this room then, and we'll proceed further north. I'm glad I could some... This complex was definitely once home to a vast quantity of shaper supplies. The grubby scavenging fingers of the serviles, however, have been through here many times. However, your interest is most captured by the things on the ground. With a sinking heart, you recognize the puffy, mushroom-like creations on the floor ahead. These creations are called mines, and they are very simple. Get close to them and they explode. The specimens near your feet are small. They would likely do little damage. The mines farther in, though, are large and healthy. If you got near one of them, the burst would likely be fatal. Shaper mines have limited lifespans because horrible results would come from leaving mines in an area after shapers have moved on. That these mines are still alive indicates they must have been created very recently, but by who? Okay, well, we'll test out our quick save feature. For a moment, I thought the game had froze. Well, I guess I will attempt to pilot myself through these and not get my ass killed in the process. Burp, 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 burp. Interesting and tedious clicking. You know, you might not even have to be that tedious. The character might map itself through well enough, but I don't think that's true. Gonna throw that out there. That's probably not the case. And I probably need to handle the pathfinding myself. And this is unlocked? Good. You know, it removes the essence a bit, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and be on guard. I have been to the west exit. Yep, sure have. Anything in these? We have bread. More bread. Well, not exactly something in which I am too interested. And of course, this would take me to Crag Valley, which I'm not interested in going to. I didn't map this out, though. I thought I would actually turn back around, but maybe I won't. I didn't map this either. That is just some concern. Will this open automatic? Thank you. Shows that I already unlocked it, which is good. Alright. Thorns and... So, maybe if I deactivated them, I reactivated them now? Hell if I know what I did. You know, I don't need to know. You don't have to tell me, folks. It's fine. I encourage you not to tell me. Let me figure out my stupidity on my own. It works out better that way for everyone. Grab another living tool. Very nice. Hopefully I end up back down there at some point. Otherwise that... Oh, well... I suppose I'll end up back down there at some point, guys. Don't know about what you think, but I think that's happening. Well, okay. We've been playing for over 26 minutes already. Wow, time sure flew by. The quick saving does take some time. Okay. So, yeah, it seems like I did deactivate it there. Because I was maneuvering pretty well. I could have taken the damage. I don't know why the hell I just didn't take the damage and then roll with it. Yeah, now I got a lot more leeway. That thing definitely did activate and deactivate the mines. Alright. I was wondering. I was like, wow, that's not that bad to maneuver through. Good. Well, you live and you learn, folks. I definitely did not need to load that, though. I'm a pussy. You reach one of the main warehouses. The Shapers were unfortunately very thorough gathering goods before their departure. Most of the best supplies have been taken. You doubt that the Serviles have been back here yet, though. If they had, everything of value would have been scavenged. There aren't supplies, but there are guards. Someone has grown fresh turrets in this room recently. You have seen many turrets in your lifetime. Shapers place them all over the place so that they can guard things they want guarded. Since you have spent so much time around them without ever feeling the least bit threatened, you are surprised beyond belief when the turrets turn their thorny stalks towards you. Ha. And that is a turret, everyone. Welp. I'm also encumbered. By how much? Ooh. Carrying quite a bit, apparently. I don't need these clothes. This should take care of my problem. But also, I picked up this girdle of strength here, which apparently adds a bit to the strength of creations too. That's pretty nice, and would be of some boon. But the intelligence is worth even more to me, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Coming up next time, we'll continue to explore the Hills of Jars. I'll see you then.